I'm Leanne Kiefer. I'm a dental hygienist and director of clinical education at Crosstex International. Today we're going to talk about one of the most important steps in your sterilization process, how to load the sterilizer. So I think it's important that we talk about each step. Are you using pouches? Are you using cassettes? So let's talk about the different varieties. In your sterilizer, you always want to make sure that you're using your original equipment as far as the accessory pieces such as the trays and the racks. When placing pouches into the sterilization tray, you want to make sure to place them in a single layer. You want to have at least a 1/4 inch of space between each pouch. You don't want to overlap the pouches. You don't want to stack the pouches. The reason is because when the steam enters the pouches, these pouches expand. And I want you to think about when you're using your microwave and you have a piece of plastic wrap over the top of a dish. And if you watch, you see that that plastic wrap expands and contracts. The same thing happens with these pouches because they do fill with steam. So you want to make sure that there's enough room for them to expand and for the steam to penetrate fully inside the pouches so that you're going to be assured of the sterilization process. The other option I want to show you is that if you're using cassettes, again, I'm taking the tray out simply for demonstration purposes. If you're going to use a cassette, it may take up the entire space, or if you have a single instrument, you may be able to put a single instrument aside. Again, you don't want to overlap or stack on top of one another. Remember when we've talked about how the steam enters into a gravity displacement sterilizer, it enters in from the top and the sides. Therefore, if you're using a paper and plastic pouch, we would not be loading it plastic side up. We would be loading the pouches paper side up because this allows the steam to enter in from the top. If you are using racks inside your sterilizer, this is going to help you so that you can actually do what's a preferred vertical loading. If you place the pouches on edge, almost like books on a shelf, plastic front to the paper back, that's going to allow the steam to penetrate 360 degrees around the pack, again, to ensure sterilization.